you're watching this video, I'm thinking you might have these big red crosses all the way through your Garmin GPS map. I'm going to try and solve it. Welcome back to the Rudder. Welcome aboard Antoinette, our Mary Fisher 895. And we're at home and we're trying to solve a problem. My Garmin GPSMAP, it's a 12-inch touchscreen version. I did an update on Active Captain whilst we were at anchor last time we were out. And I don't know, something went really wrong and I've got these massive red crosses through everything. Now, as you can see, the Garmin actually works, everything's working, the GPS works, the sonar works, but something is really just off with the graphics. So you can see these big red crosses. You can kind of make out what is happening behind the red crosses, but it is really difficult to read. So as always, you jump on the internet and start doing searching. Did a lot of searching around, and basically it said I need to do a forced reset using an SD card. Sounds simple enough, so just download the software, put in the SD card, off you go. It's been a few days now and it hasn't been that simple. So I'm going to try and, I've got everything I think I need. I haven't done it yet, obviously, because my Garmin's still broken. I'm going to try and lead you through it. Fingers crossed this actually works. I thought I did it, oh, there we go, Garmin's still working. The first thing you're going to need to do, because there's going to be a forced reset, you're going to wipe all the data off your device. So if you want to keep that data, and I'm guessing you do, some of your tracks, some of your waypoints, if you're a fisherman, all those points where you want to fish, I love the tracks and my little boundary circles, they're still on there, is you need to get your user data off and onto an SD card. Now, you can do this using the Garmin GPSMAP SD card that comes with the device. So let's try and do that. One thing I will say is it is really hard to see what is going on here. I'm going to try and show you, but I don't, forgive you if you can't see anything. I'm just going to flash up on the screen. Here's a website that gives you a kind of step-by-step, which bits you're trying to hit, because if your device is broken like it is now, it is very difficult to follow. All right, let's go to it and we're going to get our data off this onto an SD card. So here's our mucked up screen. And if you kind of remember, if you've used it before, so this is where you change your device around, your view, sorry. So you can just make out info here. Now, one thing up the top is in blue, you can actually see what's going on. So that's pretty handy. So I think that one says user data, and you can see over here, it's blue user data. Now, need to find data transfer. And you just got to kind of look in the red. Here we go. So data transfer, there we go. And trying to find save to card. Save from card. Is that it? Save to card. See that? And save to card. And we can, I've done this before, you can overwrite the file, and there we go. Now we have our user data off the device, or in the SD card, and one thing is the little, because I just took this out, your little SD card that comes with your device, the Maps card, you can't use that one, it's too small. So that's got your user data on it. Well, for mine it's too small, it's only 8 gigs. So what we're going to do is we'll head back up to the house and we're going to start this SD card journey. And the main takeaway is it can't be too little and it can't be too big. So we're up here at the computer, and as I mentioned, it's been a bit of a journey along this. So originally I got an SD card, pulled out, this got a micro slot in there, pulled out one of my SD cards from my cameras, popped it in there, formatted it, which was all fine, downloaded the software, went down and put it in, did a force restart, which I'll show you how to do in a second. It said it found the card and was going to start, and then it just sat there. And I got really worried because you don't want to upset it when it's doing this, because if you half put the firmware in, it's you won't be able to recover. So I left it overnight and nothing happened. So that's when I started to think I need to do this video, because it's not as straightforward as it seems. Googling around as well also provided different ways of doing it. So essentially there's 3 ways you can do a firmware update. One is with your phone using Active Captain, which is kind of the start of this whole problem, so probably not the best idea. Another way is to use Garmin Express, which if you've got a Garmin watch or something like that, you might have used this to update firmware and put charts and other accessories in your watch. You can also download your data. You can also do this to update the software onto an SD card. And the other way is to download the firmware onto your computer and then put it on an SD card. But the main thing, and I'm going to put the links into the Garmin web pages because they're not very easy to find. The main thing is you need a small SD card. So I had to go out shopping to buy a 32 or less SD card because it's just strange to go shopping for lower limits than you've got. So we had to get a new SD card, which was super cheap because 32 gigs is not a lot anymore, but apparently that is what the GPSMAP can take. It can't see anything bigger than 32 gigs. Now I've also discovered that the firmware is 10 gigs. So here's my little 32 gig and its adapter. So in that goes. This is brand new, as you saw, so I just undid it. I also had to get a card adapter because I don't have SD cards anymore. Everything is micro SD, so I had to get an adapter. So in that goes. It's a brand new card, so no need to format. But if you were doing this otherwise, you would need to format that card, so get rid of anything that you want on there. I'm going to do it with Garmin Express. So the main thing you need to know here is what exactly is your Garmin GPSMAP. So most of them will be a GPSMAP something or other. If you use your phone and Active Captain, you can actually get on there and see the serial number and what your device is. So mine's the A12XSV, but pretty much all the Garmin maps have the same firmware. So I'm going to use Garmin Express. To do marine, usually Garmin Express wants you to plug it in. Obviously it knows that you can't do that. So you click software update. Before we begin, downloading the update may take a few hours. It's about 10 gigs. You need a blank SD, yada, yada, yada. So it is quite a slow process. You're downloading quite a lot of data. Let's let that go. As I mentioned, you can see over here, GPSMAP series software, download version 2025-618. I've also done that. Let's see how this one goes. That'll be a little bit of time to download all that. Then we'll go and do a force restart on the machine, on the plotter, and fingers crossed we get rid of those red crosses. So you can see even within its own page here, you're getting a number of different messages. It says you need an SD card larger than 8 gig. Well, yeah, of course you do, because you need 10 gigs of space, but not larger than 1 terabyte. Now that's a fib, but then look a little bit further down, there's the 32 gig. So yeah, can't prove it yet because we haven't got it in, but I think that 32 gig is something I've read in a few places. So you'll need to dig up an old card to get that going.
One eternity later.
I know they say this process takes a long time, but I started and the sun was over there, and now it's getting close to setting. Anyway, we finally got the SD card. Let's jump on board. Let's jump on board and see what we've got. Anyway, so now we've got our SD card. Now we've still got our broken Garmin, and we have to get it into a force reset. So we're going to turn it off like you usually would. Just hold it in, and off it goes. Now when we turn it on, hold your finger in. Just keep holding it. Keep holding it. There we go. Alright. Recovery loader ready. Now's the time for action. We're going to take out our other GPSMAP card. Haven't done this before. Insert our SD card. And hopefully something happens. Alright, starting recovery update. So I have got to this stage before. It doesn't, well, last time it didn't do anything. I'll leave it for a little bit. It just stays like this, nothing spinning at the minute, unless I'm doing it wrong. I'll show you if anything changes, but fingers crossed in a while, we'll have new firmware. Just as I was about to leave, the screen changed. Very exciting. Haven't had this before. So it's loading software onto that SD card. I don't think it's going to be in a rush to get it into the chart plotter. Be patient. Oh, something else has happened. This is exciting. Oh, come on. Suspense. Oh, okay. So that's even better news. As I was about to say, don't be in a rush to do this. Don't be trying to go out boating on the day you want to do this. It's really taken quite a while to get to where we are. Still on 0%, so I don't know why it's scanning for updates. Hopefully it's got that SD card and we'll just take it off there. Check back in a little bit and hopefully we'll have a functioning Garmin. Okay, I've just come back down. I don't want to get my hopes up, but have a look at the screen this time. The restart button is not all weird. 100%. Let's do it. Restart. Suspense is killing me. Look at look at that. Look at that agree button. It's not all red. And the boat's big and all the things are where they're supposed to be. That's where the settings is. Couldn't find that before. Well, that has made my day. So there we have it. A forced reset gets everything back to where you want it to be. I have no real idea what went wrong or how it caused that issue, but a few other people have done it, so it just seems like something that can happen. It seems like it was something to do with the active captain, so perhaps don't do an update from there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that short video. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments down below. I'll try and answer them. Otherwise, I hope to see you out in the water with a working Garmin, and we'll see you next time on the Rudder.